Hey, what is going on, everyone? Joe here, and today we are jumping into Crimson Moon, an action roguelite that pretty much came out of nowhere. So I saw the trailer for this game about a month ago. It looked awesome. You take the aesthetic of something like Diablo, give it that Souls-like spin, throw in some multiplayer, and you've got a roguelite that could end up being pretty special. It's launching September 1st, but we were lucky enough to get our hands on it early, so we're about to jump in and see what this game is all about. I will say, right off the bat, I was not prepared for this game to look as good as it does. It kind of reminds me of a game I played a long time ago called Kingdoms of Amalur. You've got that crazy, badass, mythical style, but with like a little bit of that cartoony drip added in. And so on the right, we've got a blacksmith where I can make new weapons and gear. On the left, we've got a merchant, but I can't do any of that because we're level 1. We have to be level 2. So we're about to jump into my very first run. See how far we can get. And so we are going to the Forsaken Streets. We'll lock this in. Yeah, dude, this game has so much style. And so the plot. We've got this massive, erect, evil pillar in the middle of the city. And so it's shooting out demons, they're murdering people and all that bad stuff. And we don't like that. So we are going to try to put an end to it. And so even though this is a roguelite, you can end up getting gear and taking it back with you and purifying it, and then building loadouts for your future runs. We don't really have anything unlocked. I've got a sword and a polearm, and so we can swap between the two on the fly. I've got my basic attack. I've got a heavy attack we can charge up. We can block, we can parry, and then we've got our special techniques. And so if I look at my sword, we have Impaling Throw. Hurl your weapon at an enemy, then attack again to recall it on command. That's actually really cool. I've never used this. So we can toss this, pull it back, Kratos style, and then we've got a few other moves. Blast forward with your shield and deal crushing damage. And then with the polearm, we can spin our weapon, striking all nearby foes with increased attack. And so if I wanted to, I could touch this stone and set myself up with a different loadout, but we've got no gear unlocked. This is all we're going to be rocking with. So let's go through the big old spooky portal. I don't know why it's not opening. Do I need to touch the loadout stone first? I might need to touch the loadout stone. Sorry, game. I'm breaking your rules right now. All right, so pick a loadout. All right, fantastic. Now we're talking. Appreciate it, fellas. Yeah, dude, this game looks crazy good. All right, so fun fact, guys. The developers are only letting me play this game for an hour. I've got the whole version at my fingertips, but they don't want to spoil too much. I think they're expecting I die over and over again. So I'm going to try to piss them off and see exactly how far we can get on our first life. Each mission has multiple paths that are selected randomly after each Nexus gate. Each path has random enemy spawns and changing loot layouts. Replaying gives a new experience each time. Okay, so it looks like I've got 2 different paths.
Another Nephilim for the slaughter. Turn back if you want to live.
I'm sorry, am I getting smack-talked by a statue right now?
You'll heed my warning if you know what's good for you.
Well, I guess I can't do anything with you. All right, well, that's foreboding. I wonder if you're going to be the boss or something. So we don't have a map. What we do have, I can double tap. And so that's going to allow me to see through walls. We can find enemies and the right way to go. We're looking for something called a Nexus gate. We definitely want all of the lore because we take this back to the library. That's how we get new items. So there was a dude over here. Holy crap! That is so strong! I did not expect that. Okay. I have to worry about my mana, though, but that is insane. Oh, yeah? What are you going to do? Hold this. That's what I thought. It's also got a cooldown. You drop something. Mana flask. I can only hold 2 of these, so I might as well drink up. Top myself off. And we're good to go. And so with my other move, I can charge forward. And so that destroys your poise. And so once that gray bar empties out, they're stunned, and we can just finish them off. I've also got some throwing knives. So if I look at you, toss this. Yeah, that does way more damage than I expected. But I seem to be saying that about all of my abilities. This is a new helmet. More physical defense, more magic defense. Patient 0. Being poisoned no longer damages you. So I guess that's great. I like the increase to my stats, so I'll definitely pick that up. If you don't want to wear it, you can store it and then just take it back home to be purified. Let's swap weapons, because I've got this big polearm. I can charge that up. And now we're out of stamina. I got to watch out for that, too. It's that green bar below my character. But the hit stun on this is nuts. If I could get myself a massive hammer, I will be very satisfied. It's another archer. We got some lore behind you, too. Hold this. See you later. So that, I don't care about reading the lore. I want to murder everything in sight. But I will take that back so we can get some more weapons. I'm going to try to parry you. If you ever attack me. There we go. All right, you're next. Oh, you got way more health. And whenever they blink red like that, that is an unblockable attack. You can parry them. All right. Hit you with that. Holy crap. You do a ton of damage. Joe, move back, move back. This guy is going to destroy you. Toss my sword. Pull it back. One more knife. 2 knives. Okay. Hardly broke a sweat. We definitely need to heal after that, though. So I'm guessing there's going to be a shopkeep because these guys keep dropping money. More mana. And we got some gauntlets. More physical defense, but less magic defense. Way less magic defense. I do not want that. Give me the mana flask. We have a treasure chest over here. Come on, giant hammer. I got more gauntlets. The stats on these are way better, though. This is a new sword. Bleed projectiles. Send a homing projectile that applies bleed. Light attacks apply frost. When you parry an enemy, they take 100 physical damage. So no longer can I throw my sword, which makes me very sad. But all of these passives seem incredibly good, so I'm going to take that. I also want to make sure we check every single corner so we don't miss any lore. They do make a little sparkle sound effect, so you'll know if you're close to something. But it looks like we're in the clear. So let me try out this bleed projectile. Okay, so now you're bleeding. Does exactly what it says it does. But we got this guy again. Dude, I got to get the timing down. Let's try it one more time. Nope, that is way too early. Come on, guys. I don't normally play Souls-likes on the channel, all right? My problem is, between fight or flight, too often do I pick flight. There we go! Nice, okay. We took one hit there, but that was way better. All right, what do you got, my friend? Way better armor, plus 45 physical defense. And it actually matches the helmet. So we got some style going on here. And then this is Gem of the Font. Charged heavy attacks against marked enemies recover mana. That doesn't seem bad, but I don't know how to mark enemies. What we got right now recovers my health if it's below 40%. So I think we'll keep the Medallion of Last Light. All right, so far so good. We're running kind of low on healing items. I'm not sure how to get more. There's a dude over here. I don't think we checked out this corner. Oh, good thing we looked. More pants. More physical defense, magic defense. When you hit an enemy with a sprint attack, you gain 25 stamina. So let's try that here. We'll lose stamina on the way. Charge in, attack. Accidental backstab, I'll take it. Not really sure how you didn't hear me coming. But okay. There's a ton of enemies over there. That dude is new. Let's try to move through the side here. You good?
I ain't speaking to you.
Okay, never mind. All right. I leave you to your own devices. The bleed is nice. I do wish the projectile did a little bit more damage. All right, you're a problem. You're a big problem. One more hit. There we go. I can also try to dash, jump, and attack to plunge down. Into the backstab? That was awesome. All right, you know what? Maybe I'm good at Souls-likes. A little bit. More physical defense, plus 25% angelic grace recovery. So down below, we've got that flashing circle. That is my angelic grace. As I parry and discover new areas, that will fill up, and I can turn into an angel and do a ton of damage. So I will definitely grab that. Get some more knives. Another treasure chest. Give me all of the money. We're halfway to leveling up. This is worse in every way. It's the same exact armor set. I think it's just common compared to uncommon. We have another treasure chest there, too. And we got some lore. Yeah, so far we're doing good. I'm still worried about the health situation. Got to remedy that fast. This is a better sword. Gouging throw. Hurl your weapon and apply bleed. Then attack again to recall it. So it's the same thing we had, but we bleed. When you have 0 health flasks, you will restore a health flask after hitting enemies 8 times. When you parry an enemy, they suffer burning. But being able to regain health flasks sounds insane. Plus 9 more damage overall. So I will go ahead and grab this. And now we go through the big, spooky, fleshy door. Typically in this game, if you're walking towards giant globs of flesh, you're going the right way. And we've got our very Dark Souls-inspired elevator. Yeah, there's the tower. That is our end goal.
The cries of the dead echo in the void. The moniker, reborn, repeats amidst tellings of a heart. They come from below.
Oh, what do we got over here? Boon sigils. Stand in boon sigils to acquire boons that give bonus effects that last through the run. Boons can also come from weapons and equipment, leading to powerful synergistic combinations. Each boon is a critical choice in your quest to save Gildenarch. So this is just a buff we get to take with us. Attacks deal plus 25 physical damage while reviving an ally. Well, that does not apply to us. We got no friends. When you hit an enemy with a light attack while enraged, you gain rage. You know what? I'm going to take the 25 physical damage outright. That sounds pretty good to me. We got to go down the hole. Yeah, looks like we do. Yeah, I do appreciate all the platforming elements to the game, too. Let's try to drop down here. All right, so now I can do this again. Feels like home. Yeah, holy crap, we are way stronger. There's nothing over here, right? Trying to make sure we don't miss any lore. Oh, we got the big guy. Hold on a second. We can cheese him. No, 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 no. Why didn't we hit you? Wait, backstab. No backstabs allowed. Gotta fight you in this little tiny corridor. All right, stun you once. Move back. Swap weapons. Let's go for the cheeky heavy attack. So that does interrupt. If we do the heavy attacks, though, we've got this elixir, right? That makes them stronger. Oh, you're smart. You step back. One knife. All right, easy. Oh, wait, we got our healing back. I guess maybe when we grabbed that upgrade, it gave us more healing flasks. I did not notice, but very appreciative. That's mana. Let's top that off. And let's heal up too. So I guess maybe we can go up here. Walk along this. Nope, I don't think that's gonna work. Make sure there's no loot around here either. I bet you we could probably get up here. Let me go a little bit higher up. Because it looks like there's something on the other side we might be able to walk towards if we can be tricky with it. Yeah, there we go. There's a dead body over there. Oh, come on, man. Why are there so many of these? All right, let me take the long way around. Oh, this is bad. I can't jump over this. No, there we go. There we go. We got to knock out the archer first. So I've got some room to breathe. Swap to the sword. All right, let's lock onto you. Oh. Okay, there's no fall damage. We're okay. I still want to kill him, though, because he's probably got good loot. And we need the experience, right? Now, pairing these guys, incredibly easy. Trophy of the Hunt. When you hit an enemy with a light attack, they have a 25% chance to become marked. So what it sounds like is we want a way to mark them, but then we also want a different piece of gear that applies some sort of effect on marked enemies. So we got to double invest into that. When you hit an enemy with a heavy attack, they have a chance to suffer burning. Create an aura of poison around you, but it does way less damage. No, let's go ahead and ignore that. It doesn't seem like there's anything else up here, so I don't think there's much of a reason to go. That elevator will probably take us right back up. I walked into that arrow. That was my fault. You had every right to shoot me in the face there, sir. Does this just take us back to where we fell? Yeah, exactly that. Okay. We got more stuff over here, too. Try to line this up. There's something over here. I wonder if it's because the loot is randomized, but they could totally put a treasure chest or maybe some lore over here. Just rewards you for your exploration. Yeah, down we go. You got a treasure chest right here. You got a big dude up there. All right, give me 1 second. The most important thing right now is getting loot. Fiery broadsword. So that gives us default fire damage. Fire burst. Throw a burst of flames at your enemies while applying a stack of burning. When you hit a staggered enemy, they become marked. So this is just on fire. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't want these gauntlets, though. But let's get myself some mana. We're going to light this dude up. Bad timing, bad timing. You know what? Let's bring him over here so we got room to move around just in case. Nice. Let's go! All right, time to finish you off. All right, that was not bad at all. I will take 1,000,000 of these guys before I take the big guy with the sword. Throwing knives, throwing knives. When you hit an enemy with a sprint attack, you gain stamina. I like how this looks, but it's way worse, so I'm not even going to bother. Wait, I could store it, right? And so now we take that back home and unlock it permanently. We're supposed to kill the elite leaders. I don't know where that is. But let's just keep looking around. Double tap. Got some enemies over there. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to hit you with a good old-fashioned plunging attack. Get ready for it. Wait, no, that did not work. Doesn't matter. You're dead. At the end of the day, you're dead. Doesn't matter how it happened. Aesthetically, this game does remind me a lot of another game that came out a couple years back. I feel like no one played it, despite it getting multiple sequels. It's called Overlord. And so in Overlord, you play as an evil overlord, obviously, and you're building up an army of minions. You can be as evil as you want, or you can actually end up being a good guy and go towards a redemption arc. But it came out on the Xbox 360, and I feel like this game just has so much DNA from 360 games. Yeah, I freaking loved Overlord, man. Weapon art auras are doubled in size. So I don't think I have anything that impacts that, but it just adds that additionally, so I might as well grab it. All right, it's my favorite guy. My favorite guy in the world. Okay, the range on that sucks. Good to know. All right, you're not on fire, not yet. You're marked. Dude, how many slices? How many slices? Take this. Let's swap weapons. Oh, this is bad. This is really, really bad. Nice. Good interrupt. Stop, please. I am so clenched. I am negative butthole right now. The amount of clench we got going on. All right, heal. Take this flask. Thanks, man. Momentum charge. When you hit an enemy with a sprint attack, you gain rage. All right, can your sword calm down? You're dead, all right? You're not doing anything. All right, I'm good. I don't need that. I will swap back to this. We got the big dude again. We need to knock the archer out first. Okay, one-on-one. You're easy to parry. Never mind. Try it again. Yeah, let's just do that move over and over. Not sure what that was. So I think whenever we kill you, we're going to recharge our healing. So I'm just going to waste some mana. Light you on fire. Let you burn to death. I mean, burn damage doesn't actually seem that strong. And we hit level 2. Nice. Okay. I'm also trying to test out some things. I know I'm probably not being as smooth as I could be and like saving my healing charges and stuff like that.
The source of the infestation.
But I want to see exactly what is strong. Bonus damage from marked increases by 25%. When you hit an enemy with a light attack, they have a 25% chance to become marked. When you hit an enemy with a heavy attack, they have a 75% chance to suffer burning. I feel like we should probably do the marked damage. So right now, we only apply marked if we hit someone who's staggered. We also have this, the Trophy of the Hunt. When you hit an enemy with a light attack, they have a 25% chance to become marked. So let's do that. Because we're seeing that effect happen pretty often, right? And I want to be able to monopolize on it. Another big guy right off the bat. Hold on, let me get out of this room. Leap in. Good. Behind me. Something's going on. Now you're marked. And that's where the damage is at. What do we got over here? Joe, stop looting. Kill the enemies first. So even though that hit us directly, we had the iframes that just absorbed that damage. Give me all the cash. When you kill an enemy, you recover 15 health. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. That's way better than what we had. Can I pop this? Can't pop the giant pimple? Okay. Alright, shoot your thing. Try to run past you. It would be cool if you could have these guys hit each other. Oh my, come on, dude. Come on, dude. I don't know what the answer is here, man. This is not good. I'm just gonna keep lighting them on fire. I'm glad you guys showed up to the barbecue. I've got enough charges. I could turn into an angel. And I'm only gonna do that if things get bad. Mana potion. Alright, that's one. Oh, I have to finish you off. Alright. I don't know what this is, but it looks like a weapon. Hold on, I'm swapping my weapon over and over again. It's the poison sword. No, I want to keep the fire. When you hit a staggered enemy, they become marked. When an enemy hits you with an unblocked melee attack, you recover stamina. I don't think I want that. I'm gonna refuse. Plus 15 max stamina. Way less defense, though. Weapon art attacks that create damaging zones fire twice. So that gives us more physical defense. We're maxed out on Angelic Grace. But I feel like whenever we come across a boss fight, we're going to be in a really good spot. I knew I heard something. We got an artifact. 1 out of 2. And let's open up this treasure chest that is so patiently waiting for me. We've got some pretty good decked out gear. We need a new polearm. We've come this far without finding a single one, which is quite unfortunate. Oh, wow. Speak of the devil. What the hell? I mean, it's identical. It just looks different. More mana. No, I don't want to lower any of my stats. I knew that was going to destroy me. I was way too delayed on that. You and enemy attacks can apply many status effects such as burn, poison, marked, frost, and more. Each status effect deals damage or powers their target in unique ways. Wield equipment and choose boons that apply and resist the same status effects to construct more powerful synergies. Well, I need to heal. What's up, dude? Just give me 2 seconds. Revenant Blade. Encase nearby foes with frost. No, I'm gonna pass. All right, dude. What you got? Oh. Okay, let's try to parry. Never mind. We're turning into an angel. Not taking any chances. All right, he's dead. And that is the power of your angelic ascension. And that was just the ice sword. We don't want that. Dude, this is all I got healing-wise now. We are completely drained. Hopefully we're close to the exit. We're getting closer and closer to hitting level 3, too. All right, topped off on throwing knives.
Nephilim, the concentration of hell growth lies at the end of these halls. Beware.
Okay, so now we heal.
Terrible stands its guard.
Got nothing over here. So I'm assuming we got to be close to a boss. Let's see what's over here first. Get some more lore. Dude, I'm nervous. I feel like we're barely scraping by right now. And this is stage 1 of like 5. When you hit an enemy with a sprint attack, you gain rage. Parrying an enemy applies frost. When you hit an enemy with a heavy attack, they suffer frost. I'm gonna take the rage on the sprint attack. I don't think I really care too much about frost. We're not speccing into it. Okay, what do we got? Frankenstein? Dude, we gotta get you some Neutrogena. Holy crap. He's got one big arm and one little arm. Yeah, I'm not making any inappropriate jokes, okay? You're all thinking it. But it doesn't matter, because this guy's dying. All right, sir. The Warden. I can lock on to different parts of your body. You got poison. So, flame on. Oh, I'm stuck in your crotch. Flame on again. Just keep stacking burn. How many burn stacks can we apply? Oh, 5. 5 looks like the cap. I'm poisoned. So, turning into an angel wipes out your status effects. Oh my god! All right, let's move. Drink up. A little bit more fire. Just keep the roast going. Oh, you're stunned. Move back, move back. Oh, crap, we're poisoned again. So if we stand in this for too long, we get hit. Oddly enough, I'm not taking any poison damage. I'm not sure if I'm misinterpreting how poison works. Okay, I don't know what that was. Let's throw some knives. All right, that's all we got. That's your booger blast. Need some more mana so we can light you on fire. That move is easy. And then there's a big opportunity for me to hit you. Until I get stuck inside of your groin. Do as much damage as we can. Wait, I still have enough juice. One more time. Oh, it won't let me. There we go. All right. We kind of cheesed it a little bit. Although that did take all of my energy, so I won't be able to do that again. District complete. The Forsaken Streets. Are we done? It looks like we might be. Level 3. Awesome. +1 max lives, +5 max mana, +10 max health. So now we have an extra life, which is awesome. So we're unlocking new items and armor sets. We got our extra life. Difficulty 3 unlock. Not sure we can handle that. Enemy variant fire. We got our blacksmith. All right, we unlocked a ton of stuff. There's the merchant. And explosive bombs. We do love explosives. All equipment and items brought back to the Sanctus become purified and added to your permanent collection. Find your purified items at the loadout to enter with future runs. The gold you find in missions persists. Souls from kills, however, are lost on true death. Look to spend your souls to help you gain power for your current run. So are we still in a run? It looks like we are, because I've got the same gear. Our objective is to complete the second district.
Undead hold every corner. You made it further than most.
So I can buy equipment from you. Oh, dude. Crude bandit axe. Soldier's hammer. There is a hammer. I need to be level 9 before I can unlock that, unfortunately. And so we use the souls we get, not the gold. That's interesting. And we really can't afford any of these, nor are we high enough level. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. Can't even get a new sword. We can upgrade our equipment. Spend gold to upgrade the base quality of an item in your collection, giving it increased power and compatibility permanently. That's actually way cheaper, but we also don't have a ton of gold. Upgrade the armory. No, let me see what the merchant's got. All right, you sell rings and amulets. Equipment, explosive bomb, heavyweight. So instead of the throwing knives, a bludgeoning cannonball thrown to concuss a foe. Sometimes the simplest tools are the sharpest. And we have different potions. When you kill an enemy with an attack, you restore health. Deal 36 fire damage when hit. You gain 75 bonus to slashing, piercing, crushing defense. And your attacks cannot be interrupted. And so the only thing I could get is the bomb. So you know what? I'm not going to buy it because that's... I mean, it's all my money. But let's do it. Why not? We don't really need to upgrade anything because we're going to go right back into it and get more gear. So the library's over here. And if I give you lore, we're supposed to unlock new things.
Oh, good. You're here.
Lore scrolls. I see. So we need to find a certain amount in every single area. There's a bunch of different stages, too. Okay, so not yet. We're working. I have returned from my excursion.
You're going to need help with your excursions. I suggest you acquaint yourself with the Hall's Black. Utilize their services and don't hesitate to assist them in...
Okay. Oh, you have bounties?
Brothers and sisters are counting on you.
Take bounty quests from Gallant to earn bonus XP, gold, and rewards. So I can just accept the bounty. Defeat feral vampires throughout Gildenarch. Can I take multiple? Yeah, I can just accept all these.
Don't let death not fall. Bring.
All right, thank you, sir. Now we're level 4. I'm not sure why we leveled up. Mission 2. We have the Cathedral. 21 lore scrolls. So it looks like every single mission, we're going to have a choice of multiple branching pathways. All right, fellas, I did get confirmation while I was editing this video that they do not want me to show off the second area, so I'm going to call it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Crimson Moon. We got to see the entire first stage. It does branch out to a lot of different areas, and then every stage has multiple variants. So there is a good amount of replayability. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button. Let me know down below if you want more Crimson Moon whenever this game does release September 1st. And if you've watched me so far and have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you slam down on that button because we are getting closer and closer to 200K. That's going to be it for me. I will see you guys next time. Take care.